getting this episode kicked off. I have a total free-for-all style episode for you as I'm looking directly at my show notes piece of paper right now, or personal notes for the show, and I just don't see anything. Fuck. 22. So that's the only one. So I'm looking at my blank episode 21 here. Of just can basically totally freestyle whatever comes to mind. So keeping the introduction spirit of improvisation and maybe I can just leave the title this one like reminding myself what I do or something like that. It seems important to do that. So I might do that. That might be what I'll do. And because of that, then it's cool or something. I don't know that I could possibly have anything to say about it. I'll figure out something to say about it later at the end of the episode. Closing off the last episode, I think that I didn't have mind. Didn't have mind to do my catchphrase. So I felt like I just closed it off anyway. I was like last minute, like when I stopped the recording. I was like, oh, I forgot catchphrase for the show. I forgot my personal catchphrase, and something to look forward to. That's also cool. If I confuse you guys a little bit, some of the practical upcoming stuff coming out. I have a new catchphrase for show, but it's not that the first one is going away. It's that I'm going to add it on to the one that I have right now. It contains a bunch of hashtags anyway. So I'll just make this one total freestyle as long as it naturally goes. Put it up there with the caption mention. Let's get into it. All right. Oh, I forgot the catchphrase. Metal news, podcast. This is where I'm supposed to be adding in a nice little easy to remember quote. But being that it's freestyle, an improvised episode anyway, I don't have one. So I'd rather just enjoy the benefits that come with putting out a solid straight off the top of my dome episode. As I know that to be rewarding, and then immediately after saying that, I'm already getting that anxious feeling of, these are things I want to, or about some things and stuff I want to do for the next season. And I don't subscribe to that mentality. I don't find it beneficial at all. So I'm gonna back away from that, not do that, and then you heard it right here. I am not about that at all. So I'm not gonna freaking sit around doing any more of that. So if you want to hear of what I was saying about what's to come in the next season, just revert back to episode 19. And in the spirit of that, I want to add in also that some of the stuff that's been let's just get off some of the stuff that's been on my mind lately. I mean, I think I've had a lot of thoughts about how I can improve the show. And in reference to when I hear other shows, not quite It's not quite that I hear how other people do their shows and then get jealous or something like that, and they want to improve it based on what they do or anything like that. What the podcast I'm listening to does or anything like that. It's not quite like that. It's just that if I see or hear something that I think is beneficial, could improve the show. It's based on an entirely practical sense, where the reverting back to a previous episode as an example, where if there's something that was said in a certain episode, and then I have the time in the day to follow through and follow up with these thoughts. So I'm very fortunate in that sense. Where if I say to myself, here's a recurring thought, and it pops into my head, and I say, what episode? And then I have to go and revert back to either listening or looking at the title of the episode. I mean, not the title, but the description, since all these episodes are just titled by number. I think, except for the cornucopia episode, and except for any guest appearances, these are all numbered. And then having the episode where the certain thing that I'm thinking about, locating it. Then telling you guys about it, where I've pre-recording it before the recording of the episode, where I'm telling you about it. I wrote down and have in the show notes that's where this thing happened in this episode. I heard that in another podcast. I thought so that's useful in the sense that I don't know, other than however much I've already described it, I don't know what else. So that seems I've pretty much exhausted that one to the fullest. So other stuff that's important to do in terms of improving the show is just doing this quite often enough to where when I'm interacting with the software, I don't need to worry like I was a little bit ago. I was just recording the last episode, the one before this one, and thinking to myself, oh, I'm going to add in the interlude music. I'm going to add in the conclusion to the theme song as an interlude, basically. Myself before it's converting it, saving an MP3 file. Waiting for upload and ready for upload to Spotify. And then I was like, I'm worried about it because I'm not doing it or something like that. And that's that's a real issue. Where if you're not doing this, not to say that you should do podcasts every day, but that I'm interacting with my software, making music or something like that every day. And then that's where I'm just gonna slice and cut right through any troubles that I might have with that at all. Considering I'm using this enough and doing this enough to where I have that freedom. I'm fortunate enough to have that freedom, and don't need to answer anybody either. Other stuff that is important to talk about in this episode is that I'm straying fully away from me. I'm talking about whatever podcast or not podcast, projects, recent uploads, upcoming uploads, upcoming stuff, and this and that. It's good to have that space away from it, where I'm working and workaholic and working so much that when I can sit up here, I can just chill a little bit and kind of talk about. I don't even have to specifically talk about the podcast for the rest of this episode. I can just kind of go off of what I see on my social media, and then maybe even get into a little bit of my social media habits. As it's going to be a recurring thing you're going to hear on guest appearances and interviews. And when I'm talking, when we're on here talking to other artists, talking to each other. Reoccurring things they might say, like, oh, I don't have social media habits. I mean, I have social media habits where I do certain things a certain way. I'm not sure that I know enough about it to articulate it, but I have them. And being addicted to social media is not something I have. I don't have like an addiction to social media. I have the generalized one. I have the basic unavoidable one. Where from time to time I start jumping through rabbit holes and black holes, and I'm just sitting on there, whatever. And it's safe to say anything, any more details about that after that would simply be well, that's just reserved for my therapist at that point. And there's not even really, it's not doing any decent good really at all to go farther into it, aside from the fact that it's just that using social media can do this to you. It just happens. Sometimes people get and they're constantly on there, or they wanna I'll check the likes, check the comments, and they wanna see the people are liking the content they're putting out or something like that. I mean that's all pretty normal to me. I don't have much of a an understanding of that. I'm pretty sure I could identify it pretty quickly if I saw it. If I saw somebody unhealthily using their social media, I'd probably be able to notice it. I'd be like, hey, don't you think you're on there a little bit too much, or something like that. And then even still, it's just not even that important at that point. Like say something and then see what happens. Kind of thing, and then just kind of like hope that the thing doesn't become an unhealthy aspect of someone's life. It isn't for mine. And closing up that topic, I'm very glad and proud to say that myself. Very big ups to me, two thumbs up to me, and big pat on the back for myself here. I'm gonna do a little bit of while I'm waiting to think about something else to say. I'm gonna just kind of like tinker around with this microphone so that I can watch the ripples. Like I'm gonna watch the ripples of my voice of the microphone. Like accepting my voice into the input. I'm gonna check the input decibels. And that's exactly what I'm getting. I'm getting the one that has like the ripples style. And I want to find the one that has like a it's like up and down. Or linear. It's like a line. And it's probably holy shit, the shit out of myself right now. My fucking lazy boy. The fucking feet to my lazy boy just like kicked out. Hit me in the leg, and I thought it was like a I don't know what the fuck I thought it was, but it scared the shit out of me. Anyway, I'm trying to find that thing, and while I am trying to find it, so I want to quick remind you guys too where to find my socials. And if you go to the description, in the show notes, there is my link tree. I have spent lots of time crafting my link tree, and let alone the links that are contained inside the link tree. So clicking on one of those mini links in my link tree will navigate you through to all the other awesome content that I create. One of those links being the X now has a very convenient way for you to donate to me, where the money goes directly into my Cash App, and then that money is in my Cash App gives me access to improving the show by ordering things online, improving my music by allowing me to go to a music shop and spend some money on instruments, things like that. And so anybody that freaking is interested in doing that, obviously you'll get a big shout out. Thank you. I want to make sure that the people who get the shout out have the proper name where your name is, not just your cash tag, but like I'm pretty sure we can exchange messages back and forth on Cash App. That's the platform I'm talking about, Cash App. So I can ask you, is this the name you want me to give you a shout out on? Is it Cash Tag? Or do you have like a different name? You want me to give you, you want me to use your Instagram, your X, or whatever name that you guys want to do. And so that is the interlude as I'm finding the other thing. That's like super. So it's not a line. The one I'm looking for is like a line. And then the one. I can't even find the other one. There's another one. It's like a sonar. Like if you're like a battleship sonar or something like that. And then I went and screwed up the pan. Now I have the whole. Now I just put the whole pan like to the right. And all this shit. All right. So there's. It's waiting for my. So here it is. It's like. Wait, hang on. No, that's not it either. Maybe it's this one. No, that one either. Now I just want to find the more cool looking one, because really the. I just wanted the basic one. And then. So let's see here. Oh, and I'm also super interested in what kind of programs, software you guys are using for any of the content you create. If you do also create content, as we can get a forum started and get some threads started on that on my threads. I mean, that's the best place to do it. X and threads. Those are where we need the platform. The platforms we need to have any kind of conversation that continues to go on. I don't think I can find either the cool one or the basic one. So it'll just be like, I remember episode 21 when I was trying to find it during the episode, and now here I am recording one of my tracks, and then that thing pops up. So anyway, I mean, other than that, I think I should wait a little bit just to see if there's anything else to go over on this episode before I get into where I have all these cool stuff for the final episodes. These really do. Yeah, these really do have like loads of cool shit for the next episode. So even though I technically kind of maybe have failed and provided you with some lackluster episode 21, what I have up here coming up is just a great way to close off the season. I think I wanted to do an episode about other podcasts, an episode about movies and metal, and I did, and those episodes were like it was like between episode 16 and 18, and they were like 5 minutes long. So I can just brush over that again real quick. Where I'm not interested that much in finding new episodes of new shows, all this other stuff, unless I am. It's like when I am, then I am. When I'm not. I'm not worried about it. I already have what I like. I already. It's enough to keep up with itself. I honestly haven't listened to any of the new episodes from all the podcasts I follow for a while. And it'll be cool when I do. Work out all the kinks and wrinkles in this series of this show, and just kind of have recaps where I have time set aside with recaps where I'm sitting and listening to the notes, listening to the show, and then having like special little notes with asterisks next to them, where I'm saying like didn't listen to any podcasts previous to these recordings. And then was listening to stuff previous to this one. I haven't even really watched much movies lately either. I watched one movie like last night within the last couple days, and then that's the only movie I've seen in like a couple weeks. So I seem to have moved under a rock for the last few weeks, and that goes hand in hand with how long it took me to my absence, how long it took me to put all these out. I'm still glad that I have a lot of cool news to provide you, where I did those album reviews. I did the artist spotlights, and then I let you guys know about a couple of the upcoming stuff coming out. Other than that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I don't think I have much else for this, and everything else on the last episode here is just gonna be basically autopilot. So. Take care, you guys. It's good to freaking close off the season with a bunch of stuff that I had prepared, notes that I had prepared, and glad and grateful for the support that I get. Vault of Doom podcast, metal news, metal music, metal podcast. Let it roar.